Hey guys, Farmer Jeremiah here at Jocus Farm Channel. I'm just here doing a small mini-sode because I want to show an update. I should have showed when they sprouted, but this is about a week and a half after sowing, starting to put on their first set of leaves. These are under a T5. Then we have some under an LED. Kind of a little bit more difficult to see, I think. Especially if you look at it a long time, it makes you go blind. Keep that in mind if you ever grow. And then we just have a regular T12 fluorescent. These are the Romas. These are the ones that were my oldest seed. And as you can tell, there's a little bit of empty spots. See, this guy just sprouted probably a day ago. And then I got some that already have their first set of leaves. So this one I planted just as a seed, and these were already sprouting. So like I was telling you earlier, the older the seed is, the germination rate declines and it slows down. See, I still got some back here that are starting to sprout, and that guy is starting to actually come out. So there's some that probably didn't germinate, so I'm going to come in here and reseed. But that's just what happens, and I was just impatient and should have waited for more to sprout out. But I got a few, probably about 25. There's only 9 to 10 that didn't get filled, so we still have about 40 plants. And then I got a few broccoli over here. This one right here, and then I got some more tomatoes, and then I'm gonna grow some bell peppers. So there you have it. That's where we're at with the tomato crop this year so far. It's the 13th of February. I hope to be putting some of these in the greenhouse next month. So have a wonderful day. Alright, so how we fertilize our plants, our tomatoes, is with a liquid fish and seaweed plus. I'm not sponsored by any of this stuff, this is what I use. It's pretty simple on how to use it. The instructions are on the side, but you just mix 3 to 5 tablespoons per gallon of water. So I got me one of these old jugs that you use for salsa, and mixed up a gallon with about 5 tablespoons in it. Now that's what we're going to be using to fertilize our tomatoes via a liquid feed. We also had nutrients in the soil list mix, but most of those have either been exhausted, or we just want to keep a nice, steady, healthy grow, and this definitely helps out. So I'll show you how we do that. Okay, so I usually like to fertilize or water the plants early in the morning or at night, so it gives them time to absorb it. So here we are with our flats. This by far is the best looking one. I love the way it looks. Only got a few holes in there. These were grown under LEDs. Not as even on the growth, but they still look fairly decent. I'm happy with it. This is the first year that we have been growing this way, and I really like it. So hopefully this will be the foundation of what's to come in the following years. Then we have some Romas. Man, these leaves are getting crazy big. They look great compared to... It's just going to be awesome to see the progression. Now, this fish fertilizer stuff kind of stinks, but when you're dealing with organics, it usually has more of a natural smell. So, let me get set up here. So for each flat, I usually use, this is 2 cups. Also, before you use your fish fertilizer, it likes to settle. So let's give it a good shake to get it all mixed up back in there. Now, I usually just pour. Be careful when you're pouring. But each flat gets roughly, it's a little over 2 cups. And the reason I like to do this at night is because my tables aren't even. So what I do is I'll come in here. I got these in flats with no holes so they don't drain. I was coming here, if I can get it, lift it up here, and then I use the little spout on the measuring cup and just dip it into the edge there, in between the cells. If you hit the cells, the water's just going to splash back out at you. And just use all of that water. And then the roots, and with the cohesion that is associated with water, it will just suck up into the soil and get all those plants watered with a nice nutrient rich water. So as I was explaining, I usually take them off the table here and I'll put them on the ground underneath the table. As you can see here, because it's the most even surface I have, so it gives me an even coating of the water to each individual cell. So that's how we do it. That's just one example of the flat. Alright, there you have it. All my plants are on the ground, underneath the table. Yes, I do have a bed in here. But that's it. They'll be sitting here overnight. When I get up in the morning, I'll put them back under the lights. Lights come on at 4:45 in the morning. Hopefully soon I'll be doing a video on what I thought of the results with different lights, because I'm using an LED, a T12 fluorescent, and a T5 fluorescent. Have a great day. See ya.